We're going off-roading with famous Redding Outdoors. Hello everyone, I'm Don Jacobs, just outside of the town of St. Clair in Schuylkill County. And we're gonna go wild with Discover NEPA, talking about famous Redding Outdoors. A lot of reclaimed coal land being used for recreation. It's a fun place. They keep opening trails connecting towns. You're gonna hear from Andrew McNulty and 𝗏𝗏.
We operate one of the largest parks in Pennsylvania. We are centrally located in northeastern PA with 5, soon to be 6 trailheads located within Schuylkill and Northumberland County. So the property is owned by the Rich family, primarily for coal mining was its primary use. There was multiple collieries and breakers throughout this whole valley that were mined. Since then, obviously it's changed hands or changed its type since then. Obviously with the mining, you have to go back and restore the land to what it once was. So with the grass here and all, you can tell has been reclaimed. So rather than sitting idle, the goal was to turn this into an off-road park and actually make something, put it back to work again, so to speak. The dirt bike guys are, a lot of them, they can trail ride all these open trails, but what I've noticed over the years, a lot of the guys like the single track. We have a guy that works for us by the name of 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏, and he's a pretty well-known guy in the dirt bike community, and he really has a grasp on what the guys are looking for. So he helps us a lot with manicuring the single track, creating new single track, and tying a lot of it together so that guys can put on a fair amount. Across the street at our Darkwater trail system, he has a loop that he put together. It's 40 miles that guys can do single track. So not a lot of parks offer that. Every one of our trail system has a lot of single track, and that gets the dirt bike guys kind of deeper into the woods on these go trails where they're not intermixing with the ATVs and the UTVs and the bigger buggies, so they kind of do their own thing.
You offer some exciting trails as well, right?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, anything from, we have your wooded trails. There's, the monster hill climbs that we have that are pretty unique to this property. Mud bogs, if guys are into the mud stuff, we have a ton of that. Scenic views, if you want to go out and just ride for a little bit and get on top of the mountains and just take a nice scenic route. We have a lot of lookouts and stuff of that nature that people are into. Our objective here is to bring people in that want to ride, whether you're on dirt bikes, side-by-sides, UTVs, full-size vehicles. We want to be the destination for those folks. We have a fair amount of folks that come here that are local and outside the region. By local, Northumberland, Schuylkill, a little bit of Columbia County. But we have people that come from Jersey, New York, Maryland, Delaware, up and down the East Coast. We get them here as well.
And this is just one of many features that you get to see.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. So these are referred to as high walls.
Right.
So when they used to mine, this whole area over here was a mining site. They would chase these high walls down because the coal was kind of along them or
Right
underneath
up against
them.
it, yeah. That is really neat.
Yeah, and like the view from up on top of there, that hill climb there is the top of the world. It's one of our hot spots for this trail system.
Andrew tells us that they are working on a trail that would take you right to the town of Frackville. 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏 is the general manager, and he is joining us on this adventure. You've got trails that actually connect to towns, and you're making it a community event.
Sure, yeah, and then, the people come here, there's other amenities that they need. They need fuel, they need food, something to drink, supplies, so forth. So we can't offer all that. We got the property, we have the trails to give them, but that's one aspect of it. So if we can, push some business and boost the local economies and generate some more, or bring some tourism into the area, we would like to do that. We've been working with the borough up there and the council, and they've been open to bringing the ATVs into town. It's something that we've done previously we're in the town of Minersville now. Currently 7 days a week, folks can ride from Darkwater, our Darkwater trail system, into the town of Minersville and utilize the town and patronize all the local businesses. We've worked with Mount Carmel. We've had 2 events there that have gone successful. And now we're working with Frackville.
And you said that trail to Frackville is pretty historical, has historic markers, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's an old rail bed, so it has a lot of history. There's an old train trestle there. There's loading stations. You can see the stone walls that were cut out for the trains back in the day. So you're driving over bridges, and there's water, and these giant high walls that you're driving through. It's really neat to see. In the one photo we have, Don, it actually shows the train coming through this stone cut here.
Is that right?
Yeah. The 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏 breaker was on that side of town too, so maybe they picked coal up from there and then took it wherever, or
This was also used for
Passenger rides.
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, pretty
Absolutely
neat.
crazy. And just how would you know where the trails lead? Andrew says it's simple. They use an app.
Onyx Off-Road, we have a partnership with those guys, and they
Okay.
have all digital mapping that we use, and people can purchase the app. They get a discount because we're a partner with them. They use a promotional code, Famous20.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, because with us, to give people paper maps, it's tough because like I said before, or fluid, right? We're working with the mining. We have property, then it changes hands, or we gain some, we lose some. So I give you a paper map today, it might not be the same 2 months from now, a year from now. So at least with the digital, we can keep it current.
What a history lesson. What an exciting adventure to be in a truck going up side of the hills like that. This is an amazing place. And as far as the eye can see, trail after trail after trail. Now, for this episode of Go Wild with Discover NEPA and all the other episodes, you can go to discovernepa.com or subscribe on YouTube.